What a yo.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
What's up?
Welcome to our Tuesday stream. We stream Monster of the Week with a lot of homebrew rules. It's kind of scary, kind of exciting, lots of mysteries and supernatural stuff. So, if Supernatural, Buffy, Angel is your life, stick around and watch our episode. And if you like it, watch all the previous episodes because there's a whole library full of them.
A whole season.
A whole season. We are the beginning of season 2. Well,
You want to see me make a really overcomplicated plot and get rescued by a lot of talented performers. That's your jam right there.
Okay. Well, you're selling yourself short. But
Indeed. It was a good overcomplicated plot.
hey, DM, do you want to change your little tag thing? Because you are not the keeper today.
Get out.
holy snap. I love doing this though. This is cool. This is
Get
like a passing of the baton. It's highly symbolic. The
It's
use quotes, so I'm gonna do it again.
Yep, and it should be your character name and then your real name. You're backwards.
That's right. Third time's a charm. Right on. We're doing that. We're not typing particularly quickly because we don't do that.
While
I'm a
DM
lawyer. I don't do anything fast. All right.
While he figures out how to type things, we are going to be kept by the ever talented Bill. And yeah, we have a lovely episode prepared for you. So strap in.
If you've been watching us, this episode takes place shortly after the last episode. If you have been watching us, you're probably going to be confused, but that's okay. Our episode starts with Michael and Rose driving in the war wagon. Just the two of us.
Maybe.
And Rose, you wake up with a start from a nap. Those kids take a lot out of you, huh?
You know, I love them very much, but watching a handful of supernatural children, much harder than I thought it was going to be.
Watching a handful of normal 5 or 6 year olds is exhausting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a whole thing. There were a lot of squirrels involved with today's hijinks, and it's just difficult, you know, but they're wonderful, and I love those children very much.
I'm keeping my eye on Juwan.
Juwan is awesome. I'm just gonna. They're so cute. Gabby with the animals. I just love her. She's so adorable. Juwan's just faster than me at everything.
He's gonna be awesome.
He's gonna be
I have plans for him. Long distance future.
plans. He's a child. We can't have
Yeah,
plans.
he's 6. We got another 12, 15 years or so.
Okay.
He's got a future ahead of him.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about enlisting children.
And as you pull up into the residence, you pull into the garage. Like I said, I got to make a phone call when you're going in. I'll follow you on a little bit.
Okay, sounds good.
And you go into the living room of the house, and you see your friends Edith and Rory and Thomas sitting on the couch watching TV. They're watching a news report about a meteor that has struck in Africa and landed in an unpopulated area. There's concerns about ecological effects. They don't expect certainly not any major death toll, but they're wondering what sort of impact this meteor might have for the environment. And
Whose money is it that this is a deific alien? I'm betting alien.
Now, you're going to have to explain to me. I haven't been watching the news all that long, even when I've been out of my coin. Are we, really concerned about rocks hitting this place? I thought the last time that was a problem, it was a bunch of lizards dying.
Okay, but you're a lizard. Also,
I'm
hi.
warm-blooded.
Hi.
Hi. Hello. Welcome back.
What's going on?
Hi. No, nothing. Nothing's wrong. This is great. What's going to end the world today?
There were some rocks.
It hasn't
Some,
ended anything. It just
Some
felt
meteor hit
fine.
Africa. Yeah. Apparently, the government thinks that it could poison water supply or something because it's huge and it has a lot of poisonous metals or something. I don't know.
Just watch. Bezos is gonna completely commercialize the entire thing, turn it into some sort of weight loss supplement. And before you know it, everybody's going to be growing stuff out of their heads.
I would
Hey,
like
hey,
some
Edith.
cotton candy ice cream now. Would anybody
Hey,
else
Edith.
like some?
How much you want to bet that this is like the start of some grand push for like asteroid mining from the billionaire space explorers set? Like the
mean, like-
toxic metals in our water supply indicate that we need to get up there and mine them where it's safe, so we can keep them away from our people and make microchips out of it.
Wait, microchips out of the people?
No,
Rory,
Rory, I meant like
stuff in the space.
the
I
metal.
wouldn't put it past them, though.
That's fair.
Hey, Rory,
okay,
you said you
Rory?
had
You look-
ice cream? Ice cream?
Oh,
Yeah,
I was going to get
feel
some.
like I'm-
You'd like
I feel
some?
like I'm currently having a brain freeze, but Rory, can I see you in the kitchen?
Oh, sure you can.
Okay.
What's going on?
Okay, I feel like, awesome, amazing.
Good.
Thomas was
I'm
not
glad you
here
feel awesome.
yesterday, right? Tom was not here yesterday.
What? Well, I mean, I don't know. I was mostly up in the library for a lot of it, so I'm not exactly sure about.
Well, no, okay, I mean, maybe not like yesterday specifically, but like,
Mhm.
like wasn't he dusted? It was a whole thing. I've been very upset about it for like a week and a half.
What, back when like the world was ending, and he died? I don't know if he was abducted. That's a form of abduction. Abducted by death.
Nope, just me. Okay, well,
Are you all right?
I don't know. I'm better, I think, than yesterday.
Well, good, because there's all sorts of unresolved business that we've got lying about to pick up, and you know, we're much in need of your services. You're quite valuable, if for no other reason than your spectacular ability to eat cotton candy ice cream with me.
Okay, well, let's do that. And I will figure out where my head is at today. And she will scoop them like 2 giant bowls of cotton candy ice cream.
They're not giant to Rory, but
An
They're
average
way
size
too-
Rory thing.
Way
of cotton-
too much for Rose,
ice
but it's
cream.
enough that Rory can eat both of them. And it'll be...
Yes.
Well, should we go hang out with the others?
I suppose we shall then.
Okay.
All right. Step back into the living room.
Seriously though, Edith, how did you pass this guy? Like, he is so strict. I misspelled 2 words and he lopped off a whole letter grade.
Well, truthfully, I don't actually know. Rose helped a whole bunch.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean, we do
There was,
writing.
like, a great study group that I probably should have told you about, but
Notice
Everyone
the
can
last
study
of that
with
one.
me. They're all like, I'm the weird old guy.
you are weird and you do act like an old man. But
You're
that's fine.
technically like kind of eternal, aren't you?
I guess. Although I was more talking about presenting as a guy in his mid to late 20s. But yeah, no, I live forever. Thank you for the reminder.
You're pretty old.
Correct.
You're only going to get older, so you just got to embrace it.
I'm also quite old.
I
Though.
was gonna say that I just get called old by
Well,
the
well, geologically
being?
speaking, I'm pretty sure your age dwarfs mine.
yeah. If they carbon date me, they're gonna see that Thomas Hemwick was born in '86. They carbon date you. You're older than the dinosaurs. Why are you talking mess?
All right, it's our cells then. Fine.
Could they carbon date you, Rory?
Am I?
I'm assuming
I'm
you're
pretty
still
sure.
dead.
Can you carbon date a person? Is that a thing? I thought it was just for rocks.
They can use
Sure it
dragon
is
shields
just
for armor.
rocks.
So I was assuming that like it would have maybe the properties of like a metal or a mineral, but maybe they don't. I don't know. We should figure that out.
Tom, are
Hey,
you
Rory.
feeling okay?
Am I feeling? Yeah, I'm feeling great, hon. What's going on?
I just
You walked in here and you seemed like you saw a ghost. Are you doing okay?
kind of thought I did, but maybe I'm just seeing stuff. That's normal, right? For us.
I seem to be having that effect on people lately, especially when I go all wah.
Yeah, we're going to work on that. It's the PD. I'm just going to put them on speaker because, I'm just going to tell you anyway. Hello, this is Edith's phone.
Hey, Edith. You know what it is. I need you guys again.
Your rate has doubled.
Yeah, seriously, listen. There was a mass murder downtown. We don't have any leads. I want you guys to go take a look. It's kind of up your alley. The bodies have all been removed. So you're down at the morgue, you're going to look at them, but take a look at the crime scene, see if you guys can figure out anything. You guys got kind of knack for that. I'll text you the address.
Thanks.
All
What
right,
is it with you guys and like mass murders? Like it feels like they've all just regressed. Like it used to be like we're gonna end the world like super duper. Now they're just like kill everybody.
Are you complaining? And also, kill everybody was employed in the first one.
Also, at least like serial killers aren't dropping entire black holes from the sky like Jason did. Like I count that.
I understand that Jason had far more class, but like objectively speaking, Jack the Ripper would be better than whatever's going on like up there and whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, the witch hunters have been pretty brutal.
I don't like them.
But at least they're straight up, right? Like we're gonna hunt and kill things that were find scary and different from us. Whereas Jason was always like, the stars come into alignment and the squamous rises from the ocean. And when that happens, I will shear you all and reduce you to your constituent molecules. And you're like, what?
Boy, he was about to unroid all 6 continents.
Well, yeah, I know. At least we're not in South America where that asteroid just hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
Oh my gosh.
I'm a little worried about the Amazon. Like they've had a really rough go of it lately. Talk about that fire season last year. Now you're talking about like ecological poisoning and stuff. Can they catch a break or what?
I don't know.
Well, shall we away to the murders?
Yeah, definitely.
Sure, let's handle it.
Rose will hold out her hand to Thomas to like take it if he will.
Of course he does.
It's a
Enthusiastic.
very weird day.
And kind of pulls you so you're close to him.
Roll a weird, Rose.
Okay, this is very weird.
I'm curious how like off-put her body language is, or she's giving like this is strange vibes, or she's just kind of trying to roll with it.
Well, she's
Bear with me, my system was so slow. Okay, so I got a 9 on the weird. Her body language is very off-putting and confused, and she's very confused.
You are very happy to feel your bond with Thomas is reestablished. You have this. You suddenly realized what had been missing, and you have that back now. You have your link with him again.
Oh, well, she's very happy now. Much less confused.
You okay, honey?
I just feel like I'm having some weird, like jumbled mix. It's a mixed bag today.
Yeah, I hear you. Last time I felt like that, Edith gave me this gummy, and it made me really hungry and feel like I was flying.
I have more of those, but you need them later because we have to go to the police department. And
Yeah, no, that's fair. I do want them later, but later.
Tom, okay, you remember the witch hunters, yeah?
I mean, yeah, a bunch of mean guys killing a bunch of people.
Okay.
Mystical knives and weapons and shit. Yeah.
And you don't remember anything weird happening?
Been a pretty normal week for me, honestly, as opposed to being in Wilkinson's class and getting my writing eviscerated like a bear mauling a camper.
Well, I can edit for you, so don't worry.
He called me possibly illiterate. Not a great start to a 101 class.
It's okay. I'll help.
I swear to God, I thought your was spelled you are. That's how you all spell it.
Okay, well, you should never base it off how I text, because I don't have time to text in full sentences.
Do you see how unfair that is? Well, train me a certain way. Now I'm from behind the 8-ball. But you know what that means, right?
The 8-ball? Like the toy?
It means you're going to have to tutor me. I was going to try to make like a coy, romantic, insinuous. Never mind. Let's go solve a bunch of murders.
I'm just really glad you're here.
I'm always glad you're here. You sure you're all right?
I want to be. So let's go. Let's go solve a bunch of mass murders.
Yeah, let's go kick some bad guy ass.
Okay. And she just kind of pulls him along.
You get to the garage and the battle wagon is there.
You get the
Oh,
murder-
the van sometimes, but it's got some flair. You know what I mean?
Aye. Flair is important. Lets our enemies know that we're fancy.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought the flare was just so that if we died, we looked cool when they found our bodies.
I think we've got more than 15 pieces, which the guy in the movie said was the minimum. So I think we're good.
Not that kind of flare. Nobody wants that kind of flare.
Okay,
Quote another film. Let's roll.
let's go.
I think
So who's driving?
Edith will be driving.
It's for the best.
Where's everybody sitting?
Rose will sit in the back with Tom.
Shotgun.
You have the address, you plug it into the GPS and drive down. It's an area in the industrial district near the docks. You pull up to a nondescript looking warehouse type building. There's police tape around. There's a uniformed cop standing there in front of the door, kind of expecting you. Just kind of nods as you guys walk up.
Hello there.
Hey,
I just lean over to Tom really quick and I'm like, man, it'd be really useful right now if we had someone with like tactical experience who could just case this place while we were talking to the cops.
I'm very tactical, I'll have you know.
No, Rory, you're not.
Fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've been playing a lot of Call of Honor lately, so I feel like I'm aware of ingress and egress and all that shit. Let's do this.
So we walk up to the policeman and hand him business cards that we have printed now.
He looks like he's expecting you. You guys are free to take a look around. There's removal of bodies, but it's still pretty nasty in there.
Thanks, bud.
Cool.
Take a break. And she just walked in.
You walk inside, and it's a extremely plain looking building. It's almost remarkable how plain it is. There are no windows. There's one door, and you see blood stains all over the floor, up against the walls. You see blood spatter. You can tell where bodies were because there's enough blood that it like running out, and you can see outlines of some bodies to some degree. But it was just a horrific, gruesome murder scene.
Well, I don't like this place at all.
Is this a warehouse?
Something like that. It's an empty building. Like it looks like a warehouse, but there's nothing in here except blood
Right.
stains. They've removed all the bodies and cleaned it up. Police texted there was no murder weapons found. Nothing. They found no evidence whatsoever other than the blood, and it was all from the victims.
Does anyone ever wonder why the bad guys don't know that all you have to do is stop the heart or like shoot him in the head or something? Why is this necessary? Goodness.
Gonna go out on a lemon and say second worst warehouse we've been to recently.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, does anyone sense any magic? Like, were they calling something?
Boy, howdy, can I try and find out?
Yeah.
And roll weird.
That's 9, 10, 11, 12.
You get like a magical ping, and it's odd. There's some sort of magical force here, but you've never felt anything like it. And you don't get it, like, sometimes you get a trace off of it in a directional thing, but nothing like just this weird, there was some sort of magic that took place here, but that's about all you can tell.
Rose, do you want to give this one a shot? I'm not sure what
Yeah,
I feel like I just had too many Sour Patch Kids on an empty stomach.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
No.
No,
I keep
for
doing
sure.
it.
And she'll try to sense weird. And on her dice, she got, total, she got a 9. With which hers would be if there's something spooky around, she's got it. Hopefully.
No, same thing. There's something you have never experienced before, but you can't tell more than that. Just there's something beyond just the blood. You can sense there's something weird that happened here, something magical and creepy.
Well, it
You
does
you just kind of get confirmation what you already saw when you looked with your eyes.
It feels real weird, which is very up our alley and more like one of our normal days.
Can I try my thing where I also roll weird and try to see the bad guy?
Sure.
I say that and realize my dice are in a box. Whoop. I'm done. Meanwhile, Edith is like hyperventilating and like being like, oh, okay. Oh, he's pissed.
Wait, Tom.
Hmm?
You remember the warehouse?
Yeah.
The one with the crazy military guy?
Yeah. I mean, you don't forget stuff like that. Try as you might.
Pretty rough.
Edith, you get a real quick flash of something tall and dark and sinister. That's all you really get.
Slender Man did it.
Awesome. I've
He's
been wondering
involved
when
in
we would bump into him.
Is he very thin?
Yeah, and tall.
Mm.
And as long as you're not looking at him, he can come up on you.
Okay. So to be clear, it may not be Slender Man, but whoever it is, it's just really tall. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how this works, and I don't like it. It should come with a manual, and I should be able to return it.
Well, there's probably manuals. We could start looking for books.
I have been looking for books.
Yeah, what about that podcast?
Podcast.
Okay, the basic channeling podcast is not helpful. The Wiccans don't know what the hell they're talking about. I'm sorry.
That was ugly.
All of them? Every last Wiccan? Are you sure?
Okay, the ones that are making the podcast that I was supposed to listen to, they don't know what they're talking about. It's all love and light, and it's weird.
Well,
Is
should
it
we
love
look
and light
for,
magic?
You know,
I think it's love and light self-help because they keep trying to get me to sign up for their retreat.
What about
Fair.
the magic of friendship, Edith? I've watched enough animated television to know that that has a power of its own.
I don't know how good it is at solving blood baths, though.
That's fair.
All right,
should we
okay.
look for like claw marks or bite marks or something that could have done this?
I will try and
Roll
investigate
to
further.
investigate a mystery.
Yeah, I'm bad at it.
I'm
I got a 5.
gonna say, is
I got
anybody
5.
actually good at that? Because someone who's good at it should roll for them.
That's more of a mic thing. It didn't go well for
Yeah,
me.
one
Yeah,
second.
that's true. Wait, what?
I can. I'm looking through my moves. Can anyone think of a small object that we might need and not have that would be useful here?
I don't know, but I do have this, and she'll look through the crystal.
Oh.
That's a good one.
You don't see anything different. You get kind of this. You can see in the crystal just the lingering bits of magic, kind of like mist being, burned away by the sun as the sun's coming up. Just barely, just real faint remnants of magic, but nothing that helps you in anything.
If she looks at Thomas, does he look like Thomas?
He looks like your normal version of Thomas. I mean, he's a godling thing, so it's not.
Hey, normal.
Yes, he looks like Thomas.
Normal
Morris
as
when you
Thomas
look at him through the
everybody.
crystal.
Yeah, you can see what he looks like when he's transformed.
When you look at Rory, you see this little dragon kind of scrunched into a human being, and
Okay, cool. Well, that didn't do anything helpful on any
All right.
front.
So we should do some regular reconnaissance then. We should look for bloody people, bloody tall folk.
Maybe a trail of blood that led a certain direction.
That seems real obvious.
I'm gonna be a dog. I'm gonna be a bloodhound because it feels poetic.
Because it feels poetic.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna try and sniff around for any scents that seem to leave the room. Like anything that would carry the scent of blood on it.
It's an objectively good idea.
If you do
Roll
it,
investigate a
who
mystery
cares?
with a +2 since you're a bloodhound.
Oh, hey, hell of a time to roll well. So that's overall +1, meaning I got an 11.
Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you, as a bloodhound, you pick up on all kinds of things you didn't pick up on as a human, and it, like, not just blood, but feces and urine and all kinds of stuff. As these people were terrified as they were dying, a little bit of bile. There was, you could tell some people were eviscerated. You can tell by the smell of. You ever smell evisceration? It's nasty. But nothing other than what you're pretty sure are the victims, and nothing you can smell. As you get to the door, you can smell them walking into the room as a bloodhound, but nothing that seemed to be in the room other than them, and nothing that left the room.
I'm gonna pop back. Can Slender Man teleport?
I would assume so.
Seems
Well-
like a thing he would do.
Then it seems like that theory has some credence lent to it, as I searched pretty good. I feel fairly confident in myself, and I was unable
I
to.
seriously think we should consider investing some of our money in getting an actual PI to help us, because this is a lot.
Independent contractors are so expensive in the investigative sector, though.
They
But we
don't
just
really
don't
pay
hire-
us that
we don't
much.
hire anybody but us.
I thought that was Mike's job. He's like the real detective amongst us.
If
Have you
have a
met
friend who
someone
does
recently?
this,
Someone whom you might refer?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, we
sorry.
can totally.
Mike?
If you've got somebody who knows how to do this part, he would be really useful right now. Do you think he'd do
Okay,
you
I
a
feel like I'm being punked. Is this some sort of joke?
I'm not aware of that reference.
Michael, the tall man who got us the murder van.
Does
Is
he
with the
do
church?
murders?
Is
Does he teleport?
That would be really useful in a PI.
No, I'll call him.
okay.
Guys,
Yeah,
don't. Michael?
I'm terrible with names, but if it's one of the cops, that's fine. If it's one
He
of the ones
died
that
with us. I feel like knowing his name is pretty crucial.
A
Wait,
lot of
what?
people died with us. I'm sorry. Was this like one of the people at the party where I was drunk?
No, there's us, and then there's a Mike, and he's a part of this little group, and we travel like Scooby-Doo in the Mystery Machine, and it's his Mystery Machine.
No,
Are
it's
you
our
fe-
mystery machine. We got it given to us by the Catholic Church.
Right,
Are
he's
you
the middleman.
feeling okay?
He's the Catholic Church in our group.
No, we don't have any Catholic people in our group.
Feeling okay, hon? Tired or something?
I'm doing great. Look, I'll just call him, and we'll clear it up. It'll take a second. And she pulls up her phone to call Mike.
You don't have his records in there.
Okay, I know Rose is a millennial, but she would know Mike's phone number. Of everyone in this group, probably Mike is the only phone number
She'd
she would
see that
know.
one more than anything else.
Okay.
She'll dial it and call.
You dial it. You get a little dee. This number is no longer in service.
Rose, are you okay? Are you sure you didn't see something?
I'm
No,
worried
I'm
about
doing great. I swear I'm not crazy. We have a guy, and he hangs out with us, and his name is Mike.
We're not dealing with clones and memory wipes again, are we? Because if you're seeing weird folk about, I'm kind of concerned.
It's probably just me.
No, maybe it means something. Maybe that's who we need. Is it like a vision?
No, he's like a person. We know him.
Do you think she got some memories implanted in her brain?
I think it's best that we unpack that later. She seems like she's getting very distressed.
No, well, I want to help. But okay, no, fine.
We're not okay, hold on. We're not gonna gaslight Rose. Maybe we know him.
Okay, alright, no, that's the other possibility, right?
Did he want to like make sure we don't remember him?
No, he's like a brother. He's
He
not
liked
a
us?
magic guy at all.
Michael, the guy with the things and the place. Yeah.
No, he's a person, and
He's
we know him
objectively
very
evil.
well. Edith, you even like kind of consider him like family. I mean, I do too, but like you guys are much closer than we are. I'm just gonna go look at my phone, and maybe I'll talk to the guy out front. They would know Mike. I'll just chat with him, and we'll get Mike over here.
That sounds great. It sounds like we could use him. Definitely go find Mike. Go talk to them.
Yeah, okay.
You go out front, talk to the uniform cop.
Yeah. She's like, hey, you know us, and we know you.
Yeah.
And you know that we have.
Actually, I know you guys. You guys have been helping us out a lot. I'm surprised you know me.
Well, no, of course we know you.
Thanks.
When you call us, you're not really calling 2 teenage girls and 2 teenage boys.
Well, I don't make the call. The detectives call you guys.
Right. The detectives, though, are calling their contact, who is a private detective named Mike.
He works with you
Michael
guys?
O'Connor? Okay, who's your detective? I would like to call them and chat with them about this case.
He gave me his card.
Perfect. And she will take the card and quickly dial up that person.
Okay. Hello?
Hi, my name is Rose. I work with
Hey.
the little gang of misfits you guys hire on a very regular basis.
Yeah, did you guys get down to the crime scene yet?
You know, we're here. I'm just a little confused. I think I'm having a weird day. When you call us, you are not calling two teenage girls and 2 teenage boys to
No,
help
I
you.
used to call Edith.
Right, but Edith works with Mike, and that's why you actually employ us.
Now say that again.
Michael O'Connor. You know who that is, right?
I can't say it rings a bell. I might have run across him sometime in my career, but it's a pretty common name. I'm sure I've met Michael O'Connor somewhere.
Okay. Well, thanks. That's not helpful, but you're doing your best, and I'm so sorry for bothering you.
If you guys can't find anything there, you know, I told them to be ready for you down at the morgue, and there's a list of victims. You can talk to the victims' families if you want, whatever. But you guys find anything to give us any sort of lead on anything yet?
Nothing yet. We'll call back. Thanks.
All
And
right,
she just hangs up.
Meanwhile, inside, the 3 other members of the team are talking, I assume.
Sorry. I'm trying. It's stuck. It's stuck.
I got you.
I'm back.
Put Dan in.
I got you.
I clicked it, and then I think you unclicked it. Oh, there we go.
So something weird is clearly going on here. I haven't seen her like that in a long time.
She's also the most sensitive of all of us. Like, maybe she is onto something.
Yeah,
Well,
but
it's
she's
like
never-
one of 2 things, right? Like, one is much bigger magic than the other. Either all of us are messed up, or she's messed up, and the latter feels easier because it would require less work, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's the case.
I don't know, Rory. Can we even be messed with on that level by a guy who's not like reality warping strong?
Well, I mean, if we did get messed up like that, then I would assume that we'd be dealing with something that's reality warping strong. Meaning, I do think it is the less likely possibility.
Yeah.
But one of the two.
Given this place, isn't the less likely one probably the more likely one?
Okay, so we assume we've all been reality whammied to a race of private detective named Mike.
We were all fetches and we didn't know it.
That's fair. Well, you were.
Everybody was a fetch.
Kind of. Then we were anyway. I don't know how to deal with this. I don't know if there's anything I even can do about this.
We should go talk to Gerald. What if maybe this didn't impact him because he's not real?
About this time, Rose comes back into the warehouse.
Any luck?
She's speechless.
It's not working.
It's working. It's working.
Okay, hello. No. But I guess he just might be out sick for today. And I will figure that out on my own side.
That sucks.
Did they actually say he's out sick, or did they say they also don't know him?
They also don't know him. So I'm going to figure that out, and it's going to be fine.
Okay. I want you to know that regardless of what else is going on, we should all acknowledge that we've been through some weird shit together. And I am leaving all possibilities regarding this on the table. But maybe this is the most immediate thing right now. I don't know.
No,
we can talk about the victims.
Deal with the mass murder, and I will figure out why you guys don't remember Mike.
I feel like the bloodbath, because it pays our bills. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be. It's okay.
I mean, they're already dead. Could we take like a break and go talk to Gerald so that Rose could feel better?
Well, I mean, we could do the talking about the dead people here, and then go home.
First thing we need to do, I think, if we can't determine anything from the crime scene, is probably check the remains.
Aye.
There's also got to be someone who owns this property. Once we've ID'd the Vics, or we have any idea who they are, if there is any idea who they are, we can interview next of kin, see if we can find out if they had any enemies. I mean, I say we work this backwards as if it was mundane, even though it's
clearly
not. Anyone have any better ideas?
What if this person is trying to extract enough blood to make an actual iron sword? I think you need like 7,000 people to do that.
Ugh. That has disturbing implications if it's
maybe 700. I don't know. It was on a Reddit. It was on a subreddit.
It would certainly be rather upsetting to Fae folk, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's an ouch for sure.
I'm just spitballing motive because, there's a lot of them.
The gentleman on the phone said there's a list of victims and everything that was taken from the crime scene and people down at the morgue. We could also go there.
Let's go.
Away then to more carnage.
To the morgue, so we can get the list and
You get down to the morgue. You are not the only people working this case. There are other detectives working this case. And the morgue, Wealdport's a pretty big city, and they have a pretty good sized morgue, but they are overwhelmed. And when you get there, they warn you that there's not the normal placement of bodies. It's really tight. People are having to walk through to get, they have bodies actually stacked up on top of each other. The ones that they all died about the same time. And so they're trying to keep them all refrigerated to keep them from decaying. But there's 37 victims.
they died at the same time?
More or less.
Mm-hmm.
Did they just explode?
No, who are you asking? Are you looking at bodies?
I'm assuming I'm talking to one of the people who works at the morgue.
He's doing this while he's going through it. You've seen an autopsy before, I'm assuming, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And it's normally pretty slow and deliberate. He's going through at a fairly, for an autopsy, breakneck pace because he has 36 others to get, or like 23 now to get through. He looks it up. Okay, victim was eviscerated and had his right side carotid artery slashed. He's going through, and he's talking into the mic while he's asking any questions or answering any questions you ask him.
So is it like surgically eviscerated, or like was this done with a saw or teeth?
No, this is more or less, you see the cuts are pretty clean. This was something very sharp. It was deep. Blade had to be at least 6 inches deep, but extremely sharp. He's going through and...
Does it look like it's the same blade?
I think so far. Viscera are all present, although some have been damaged by the initial incision. C3 was chipped by the carotid strike, indicating it was a very deep and forceful blow. And you can...
So these
other
people,
detectives...
were these people like seated? Were they standing?
This guy was standing. I think so far it looks like they were all standing.
Carotid artery is that one in the neck?
Yeah, right here.
Okay, for some reason I was thinking it was one of the ones in your legs, and I was like, that's so weird.
Did we figure out why they were all there?
That's not my department, Miss. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out what in the hell. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think I'm professional. It's kind of much.
I have a question / maybe a request. Would you mind if you gave us, I don't know how to phrase this, like 5 minutes alone in here? I have a particular type of religious meditative practice that only my brothers and sisters and I
don't know who the hell sent you, but he starts going off. And one of the detectives kind of gets his attention, just nods. Go on, everybody clear out of the room. And all the police officials clear out of the room, including the coroner.
All right, well, this is worth a shot. Everybody gather around.
Okay.
I'm going to use my presence of evil move and roll weird. Okay, that's a 10, so it succeeds. So this allows me to see if there is a shade or a specter of a violent or evil death and interrogate it, if so, with one question.
No. These people died pretty quickly and, relatively quickly. Within, I'll just tell you, none of them lasted more than 30 seconds. So there was some terror and panic and
not enough to create a day.
From what you guys have seen, this is a pretty nice way to go.
If we were to look at that area, just in the phone, Rose wants to kind of dig through like the Wealdport nightlife scene just to see if she can find any there's a party at that place tonight, or a meeting of a weird book club, just anything that would be taking place there.
That's smart.
Okay. Are you guys done with the morgue?
I can tell the group there's no specters or wraiths or presence of supernatural death. These people die quick and there's not even any residue. That's odd for a murder.
I just want to make sure we get the list of names.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's a detective there, hands you the list. And you've noticed going through, just looking at the bodies, these are not all... There's a range from, you're guessing 16, 17 to maybe late 50s. All different kinds of people. Black, white, brown, nothing. They're all...
It's a very random group of people.
Yeah, you can't tell for sure, but you're guessing different, socioeconomic backgrounds. It's kind of hard to tell because they've been stripped for autopsy.
Some people are cleaner.
Not now, but some people with a lot of tattoos, some people without piercings, none. Just so all kinds of different. A broad cross section of Wealdport.
Mhm.
Rose, are you finding anything on your? Because you were looking up. Okay, wait,
Just any reason that group might have been needing. Nothing.
Nothing you can see. And you have a hard time believing all these people were part of some secret organization because it is, so diverse.
Well, we've dealt with Mike.
Every factor you could think of, they're different. There's some people who are similar, but across the 37 people, it covers a whole,
And there's
variety of all kinds of
nothing
things.
weird in the toxicology report at all.
If you look at it, there's one guy had a few drinks. Several people had, illicit drugs in their system. The younger people, nothing. The cops say this, look at an arrest report. This is not. If I arrested 37 people at random, that's kind of what I'd expect. This kind of talk screen.
Okay.
Why don't we go ask Gerald if this fits the bill for anything? He's known the last 3 monsters.
True. He's quite a knowledgeable fellow.
I'm down. I wish we could get him to use a telephone.
Aye.
He
I don't
is.
know how he would use one. He doesn't have hands.
What if we beam the signal into his brain?
Exactly. That's how Wi-Fi works, right?
Fair enough. And maybe he'll know about Mike, who would also be very helpful in this specific situation.
Oi. If the Forgotten Man has investigation skills...
He's incredibly. That's like his whole thing. In the whole team, that's his main thing.
Does seem to be a missing piece.
Does
All
he
right.
have- Oh, go ahead.
What were we saying?
Nothing.
You guys head back to the house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You get there, and what do you do?
Gerald!
Head up to the library.
Okay. You guys.
Also, Cat.
Hello, cat.
Okay, but let's not make Cat. We're not gonna ask Cat about the murder.
Cat greets you.
Do
Hi.
we
just need to.
have any other options? I mean,
Well, no, I
Okay, I
don't
guess
want to
we
ask Cat about the murders, but
I feel like we have to. I feel like
she
might
knows
know.
Mike put the well.
It's worth a shot. I mean, again, who else are we gonna ask?
Oi, I'll get us a drink.
I could use one if you want to pour it stiff, man.
I'll just keep digging into these people. Cat.
Yes.
This is so.
She kind of floats through the wall. Hi.
Do you know a guy named Mike?
I knew a Michael, but he's probably dead by now. It was a long time ago when I was still alive.
Okay. Second question. Have you ever heard of the Slender Man? And is he real?
I've never.
It's okay.
If you don't know it, you don't need to worry about it.
Meant for a reason.
Okay.
Let's go talk to Gerald,
Who?
our ghost man.
We just talked to the ghost. She doesn't know anything.
Yeah,
We're
it
gonna-
was worth a shot, everybody. Shoot, this is a tough one.
I've got a couple glasses of bourbon.
That's the good stuff, buddy.
Oh,
Am I coming up with anything interesting on any of these people? Looking at their social media. I'm even looking at Facebook, guys. We're assuming these people are old.
Nothing uniting. There are some things interesting about some. Like one guy's probably a revolutionary. One guy has no social media presence except LinkedIn. He was an engineer, just normal. Another guy was an accountant. There's a mother of 3, just all broad cross section.
They just updated that asteroid that fell in Russia.
oh,
Yeah.
really? What happened?
It completely affected the water table. There's a whole city that's not going to be able to drink water.
Oh, man.
Holy shit! That's friggin' nuts. You were right.
I thought the
Ain't
meteor
just dangerous
fell
for
in
lizards.
Africa.
Huh?
Fell in Russia. Like,
Is that the name of the city?
Nope, I just misheard you guys when we were talking about it earlier.
I don't know Russian cities very well.
If there's a GoFundMe that comes up for Africa, Russia, you let me know. I would like to send a little something. It's hard enough these days.
Mhm.
That doesn't sound like a Russian word, though.
Not really, but I don't know. Could have been one of those like Viking. The Vikings went over there one time.
It doesn't sound Slavic either.
And maybe there was like Eric the Rus had a brother named Eric the Afrus.
Weren't we going to talk to Gerald when we got here?
I'm sorry.
Is that one of your friends from school?
No. Gerald, he is, like how Tony Stark has a fun little robot man who helps him with everything?
I do know that.
Okay, we have a ghost man who's like the same thing.
Why are y'all holding off a robot on me? I feel like that's something that I could be trusted with.
I'm beginning to get a bit worried about you.
No, we literally said we were coming back here to talk to him. You guys knew him 20 minutes ago.
We said we were going to come back to Ask Jeeves, which is a search engine that doesn't exist anymore, and it was a joke.
Can we circle back to us having a robot friend that I didn't know about?
I'm in favor.
I'm one of the team. You can tell me about a Jarvis. You can tell me about these things.
Hold on. This is
part of the Mike thing, right?
Yeah, and we all discussed him not 20 minutes ago. We literally all said we would come back here and ask him about Mike because he would maybe know because he wouldn't be affected.
Rose?
Okay.
I mean, well, that would be convenient, but...
Get out your phone. Let's just start recording.
Okay, I love that. I love that plan.
Put a recording out.
Also, you've looked at us. Rose, can I see the glass? I would like to also look at you.
Yeah.
Okay, and look at Rose.
She looks like Rose.
Okay, all right. So, all of us here seem to be more or less ourselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
And either things are getting put into your head or taken out of ours. Those are the options.
How long ago were we discussing?
The car ride home.
Is there any evidence of him that you could possibly find?
I don't know how there would be. He was a ghost that was given to us by Jason.
Oh, I figured that after the house he was bloody done with giving us gifts.
Nope, he came with the house. He's persnickety. He likes his books a certain way.
What
He's
if
very
Gerald
grudgy?
Wiped your memory somehow?
Yeah, like it seems like something a Jason Ghost would do.
Were you close to Gerald?
Not really. He liked Rory the best, much to my dismay.
That makes sense.
We can maybe find this one then?
He'd be here in the house. He's like Cat. He lives here.
Gerald?
No bells, man.
I don't know how to progress this second investigation we're in.
What if we just go look at the library, okay? Maybe there's like a sigil or something.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, fine.
Head up to the library.
Yeah.
That would be really nice up here. Some kind of like card catalog or the Dewey Decimal System.
We have a Gerald. He just brings his book.
That sounds incredibly convenient and like a thing that I would remember.
There is.
I'm really hoping you're right about this one.
Head up to the library.
Gerald, are you in here? I will get you whatever you want if you make yourself known. Does Cat remember? Cat.
Yes, he pops through a wall.
Where is Gerald? The nice butler-looking creature who hangs out around here?
She looks at the other three of you with a worried concern.
We're not sure either, Cat.
Okay, well, feeling a little crazy.
Something's
I don't know how to make him appear. He's just here all the time. He's like a lamp. A very friendly lamp. He just came here and he came to my house.
A friendly lamp sounds handy.
And illuminating.
He does glow.
Okay, you guys are gonna hate this idea, but what if we go talk to Janessa?
Why would we hate
Okay.
that? Vanessa's okay.
Well, I mean, she is kind of a right prick, but
I was gonna say fine, okay, but yeah.
I mean, okay, her primary thing is like figuring out how people work, and she did mind control stuff, so she must know something about like wiping people's memory.
No.
boy,
that's
she's an
good.
issue on a lower level than mass murder, Rose's things going on, or missing butler.
Okay, I'm going back really quick to the list of like the police report really quick to be sure we haven't missed anything important. When the police went to that space, they found the bodies, they found no weapon. There's nothing else in the police report or in this list of people that we would notice if we were reading it.
You notice all the victims seem to have all their. We can't be sure, but there doesn't seem to be anything. Like there were no wallets missing. For the most part, there were a couple of didn't have wallets or purses, but it wasn't like stuff was obviously missing. There was like a 17-year-old kid didn't have a wallet on him. That's
Right.
not but nothing. There didn't seem to have. There's no theft that seems to have occurred after they were murdered or before even.
Okay. Well,
I get how solving this murder is way more important. I do.
I mean, I'm not sure where to go. I guess we could just like pick a random person and go talk to their family. But like, I'm a little more concerned that reality seems to be warping around your head or our heads.
It's a great time. Why don't we could go to the ward and see Janessa, and maybe she knows something she wouldn't know about the murders. But I don't really know what to do. This is usually like a Mike thing. He's like, oh, I know so-and-so, and they have hunted thousands of murderers across the nation. He knows everybody, so he always knows a person to go to.
Does it seem like these are connected things, or like the murder and the rock or whatever, and these people?
I mean, I don't know. Is there a monster that makes people forget stuff and then murders them?
I look up the asteroid falling in Russia. What time did that happen, and does it match up with when the people died?
No.
Is it at all similar?
No.
No.
It's actually there was another asteroid hit in the ocean now.
Second asteroid. Cool.
Wait, we're having more?
Did the tsunami hit off of the coast of Europe?
Not yet.
But it's heading there, I'm assuming. Wait, it hit Atlantic or Pacific?
Hit Pacific.
Oh, okay. So it would be hitting straight for Asia. Okay.
It's a brainbuster.
All right. What are reality warping people that we know? We had a Jason. We had Thomas's Papa self.
What about
we
the kids?
had what?
What if the kids are doing something?
I don't know that any of
Maybe.
them have that strong a thing, but we could try.
They wouldn't know, right?
Right? We
Probably
could
worth
talk
it.
to him. I mean,
Yeah, it's probably worth a shot.
maybe they would remember Mike. And Thomas, you know the kids?
Yeah.
We helped save them from that weird fawn thing. We've been teaching them
Yeah,
all
but-
about world geography.
Like,
I will say this,
I don't
though.
want to jinx us, but Tom wasn't there.
I've been where I always am.
You weren't,
Okay.
much to my dismay.
Hey,
You weren't around for that one.
we can sort this out at a later date. But Rari, I think we want to make sure that wherever I go or wherever we go, we get some kind of protection. I just have a bad feeling. We really do not want like a meteor or something coming up over our heads. That would be our luck.
I know. I can't imagine what the people in Pittsburgh are going through.
It's awful.
Why?
Yeah, meteors falling out of the sky big enough to.
Wait, what happened in Pittsburgh?
The meteor
The
strike.
meteor hit Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
No, the meteor hit Russia.
No, at Pittsburgh.
I know that.
Power grid.
Is this like that other town you were talking about in Pittsburgh, Africa?
I've never
Oh my God, I feel
been to Russia, Pennsylvania, but
Totally crazy. No. And she pauses the recording and she's going to rewind back to where we were talking about Russia.
Okay. And they're talking about the meteor hitting in the ocean, and they're afraid one's gonna strike land here before too long.
Mm-hmm. But which land?
Here.
The land.
The land.
The only land.
yeah,
But nothing about Russia.
where the people live.
Where is Russia?
Oh my God. No, you know where Russia is. And she's pulling up a map on her phone of the world.
All you see is North America and a bunch of ocean.
Well, okay, I mean, that's like how U.S. history is taught, but that's not real. There is the rest of the world.
If you look at the globe over in the corner of the library, you see North America and a bunch of ocean.
Is there a Russian ocean?
I don't think so. I don't know. There are weird named cities in Florida. Maybe there's
There
a Russia
sure
in Florida by
This
the
is
coast.
probably one of
No,
those.
okay, we're gonna go see Janessa. I'm making a call because
It's
you guys
okay.
it's too weird. I can't pretend
Yeah,
that it's
no,
not
it's-
happening as much as I want to pretend it's not happening.
Nope.
It's okay. We'll
One
go
is-
see Vanessa.
Why?
I'm not crazy, okay? There is
No one thinks you're
World,
crazy.
and there is a Mike, and there is a Gerald, and there is a whole lot going on.
At most, this is magic. This is clearly magic because I know you're not crazy.
No.
Has anyone thought of like? I feel like a bit of a more horrifying but less obvious implication. Maybe all this is true of her world.
Oh,
Because I know
we get
the
a new rose.
one I live in, we live here on the only land, and I don't know a Mike, and I don't know a Gerald. So
Oh, I hate that.
I don't think Rose has ever told a malicious or real lie in her life.
Mm-mm.
I can't
That's what
imagine
you
any
believe what
version
you're
of Rose
saying.
doing so.
But what you're talking about, hun, it's not here.
Okay,
Those
good.
people don't exist. Those places don't exist.
Well, then I am way in over my head. I don't even know who to talk to because Janessa doesn't have magic, so that's not going to fix it.
No, but she does understand science, and maybe this has something to do with quantum.
It does. And remember, she did have some
Small
data that
things.
helps my other selves bridge worlds. So, like, if that, I hope I'm wrong. I hope that's just me being paranoid, but she knows a thing or two about that too.
Okay, let's do it. Let's go see her, and hopefully she can just fix all this.
Okay.
Rory
Yeah.
leans into Edith. You mentioned quantum. Do we think that Ant-Man has something to do with this?
You know what? Let's hope it's Ant-Man and not bigger Jason.
God, if Jason's back and he's messing with us this way, that would be such a dick move.
I mean, we did accept the stupid house.
You
Just
guys
space wandering.
You drive down to the mental hospital, and there's an orderly there. Who are you guys?
No.
We need to see the lady who writes shit on walls.
Teresa? Are you with police?
Yes.
Well, associates.
Yes, we're contracted with the police.
You do have cars.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have to.
Okay.
We have to.
Yeah. Okay. She's taking a turn for the worse. You guys got to dump anything you could use as a weapon. Obviously, pocket knives, pens. I got to warn you.
That's fine.
You take off your belts. Everything.
I am absolutely not surprised. This is my surprised face.
Don't let her get close to you.
Typically wear sweats and windbreakers.
She attacked an orderly the other day. He lost most of an ear. He's still in the hospital. He's going to get like 96 stitches in his face.
Oh my God.
But those still sound like Janessa, so maybe
She's
there's
small.
some.
Like a squirrel monkey.
Yeah, she bit the heck out of him.
Oh my goodness. That is a turn for the worst.
Another orderly greets you and brings her down, has a little key card and opens her door, and she's in there in a straitjacket in a padded room up against the wall.
Hi, Professor.
Hi, girls. How are you doing? Oh, and the weird little kid and the other weird Irish guy. How are you doing?
Great. Have you ever heard of Russia?
What's that?
Have you ever heard of Russia?
No.
Have you had your shots?
My shots? Well, you're
Don't
not
bite
going
me.
to get rabies, are you?
Well, you're
I
biting
hope
people,
not.
so it's a
Oh
precaution.
my God, maybe I got rabies.
I don't think this is how rabies work, Rose.
Just making sure the professor's out there biting people. We just want to be safe.
So we need your professional opinion because we have a quantum problem, I think.
Oh, I love quantum problems.
Yes. Rose remembers lots of things that didn't happen. And they seem to be changing as we speak.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
What?
Not good.
Are you
Holy
okay?
crap.
And she collapses.
Not good. Not good. Medical people.
Orderly.
Orderly comes in. He's got his nightstick first. He kind of prods her, makes sure she's not faking anything. Hey, we got a code 9.
Code 9.
What's code that?
What? No,
He's like-
she's got to be okay. How do we help?
What code is the 9th one?
I don't think there's anything we can do anymore.
No. That's not acceptable.
I'm sorry. Hold on. She just sneezed and died?
Nothing we can do. Can we not? I don't know CPR to someone.
You didn't get that here.
I mean,
PR.
A couple more guys come in. They bring a gurney, put her on the gurney, undo the straitjacket, and latch her arms into the arms of the gurney, and start going through. And let's take her down to the hospital so we can't make the call. You have a doctor make the call. But
Yeah.
he starts doing chest compressions and bagging her.
Is there? Can I try to use? I have a move that lets me heal an injury or disease. Can I give her a shot?
Sure.
All right. So my lay on hands ability. I roll cool. That is a 9. So I can heal harm or illness, but anything I heal, I take onto myself. But with my supernatural
in her time.
Oh no, she's dead.
God.
Don't
That's
take her.
That's natural death. What? There's no disease. There's no injury. I can't heal anything. That's.
The two paramedics looking at you kind of weird, but
Sorry.
they're not really too upset over her dying since hit off somebody's face a couple days ago.
I can imagine they're pretty upset with her bullshit.
Guys, that's like a heart attack or a stroke or something. There's nothing I can do.
that wasn't a stroke. She just died.
I completely agree with you. That's weird.
Excuse me, miss, sirs.
Hi.
Yeah.
Somebody's phone's ringing down here.
Yeah, let's go take a look at that.
Because you guys left all your stuff at the...
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Whose phone is it?
It's your phone, Edith. And it's your contact in the police department.
Putting it on speaker. Hello?
Hey, we got another one. Almost the exact same thing. I'm texting the address. Can you go take a look?
Okay.
Thanks.
So this is like 12 hours after the first one, right?
What they found. They tell you this probably happened about the same time, but they just now discovered it. There were some missing person reports they couldn't really accept because nobody was under 18, and they're also trying to solve a 37 case mass murder, so that wasn't real high on their priority list.
Right.
Yikes.
Well, let's go and see what we can find, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Something weird is going on.
Yeah.
You drive down to the site. This one's still being worked. There are CSIs, there's a perimeter of uniformed cops. There's the same guy. He sees you guys, waves you in, lets you through the tape. And they're clearing out. Seems like they're finishing up the CSI work and starting to move bodies out. And you can, they're taking bodies in body bags on stretchers and putting them in a paddy wagon because there's so many.
So there's about, how many are there in this one?
Are you looking or trying to count, or you asking?
Oh, no, I'm like talking to the nearest guy. So how many are dead?
43 this time.
What?
Okay, is that a pattern? No, we need 3 to have a pattern. We don't want 3. I understand that. All right. Also murdered the same way?
From what I can tell, I wasn't in on the first case, but everybody's talking. Yeah, these people are just sliced up. And yeah, it's
so cool. Can we go in?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah, I was in there. I couldn't stay for very long.
Let's take a look. Oh gosh, this does not suck.
And you see bodies. This is pretty much how you imagined the first scene would have looked if you'd been there earlier. And it's maybe not as bad as what your imaginations, came up with, but it's still pretty awful. There's, like 20 some bodies still there that they're processing. Again, these people did not seem to really fight back in any way. You can't tell how all these people died almost simultaneously. They have dogs outside the perimeter sniffing around. They don't seem to be picking up anything. And you see just a bunch of cops who are just at their wits' end. They know this is beyond their capabilities.
Who was the first person on the scene? Is he still here?
Yeah, he's that guy over there. He points outside. There's a young uniformed cop just sitting and just staring off into nothing.
Rose, you should go work your magic and talk to him.
Yeah, of course.
But record it.
Yep. Haven't stopped. She will go sit with the guy.
Okay. He's just kind of still shell-shocked.
Hey.
Hey.
My name's Rose.
Hi. I'm Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy. How are you doing?
Not great. It's my second month as a cop.
It's pretty harsh to start.
Yeah.
I know you've already been asked every question in the book, and I don't want to make your day any worse than it already is.
I don't think that's really possible.
Do you see anything?
No, we heard about what happened earlier, and I was just walking my beat, and I don't know, there's something about this place. Just I checked the doors unlocked, shined my flashlight in, and
yeah.
At least I didn't go in and touch anything, so I didn't mess up whatever. But they said they can't. They haven't found anything that's going to help solve this.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I can't imagine what it would be like to see all this first. You know, I usually show up after they've already done everything, but any weird feeling, cold, you know, smelled something weird.
I mean, I smelled some awful stuff, but at least they hadn't been dead for too long. It wasn't like, you know, there was, yeah, it's just, I could smell death.
And any little detail could help. You know, is there any reason, you know, on your walk that you were like, wow, I should check that place out?
It's just something. I'd heard about the other warehouse where all the bodies were found, and I saw this warehouse, and I just figured I'd check it. Door was unlocked. And...
Yeah. Well, if anything changes, give me a call. And she'll hand him a card.
Sure.
Anything weird, okay? Even just, you know, you feel like you shouldn't be alone, call us and we'll come by, okay?
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. And she will go back over to the group.
Okay. Rory, roll weird.
Rory rolling weird. Snake eyes.
That's actually a good thing.
Oh, a good.
You feel the
I
same.
know that would happen.
The same vibe, and it's pulling you. Not like you can't resist it, but you feel it tugging you somewhere.
I am just kind of like... I'm feeling a little bit paranoid right now.
Okay.
Because I don't want to believe that Rose is going crazy, and I don't want to believe that our world is melting down. So Rory's just a little bit on edge, and I think he doesn't mention it as he starts to go in that direction, looking cautiously.
Okay. You go. How far do you walk? 'Cause you walk out the building, and you go, and you can tell it's a good ways away.
Are we following you? Or did you
I
just walk?
I was trying to like slip away a little bit,
Okay.
but I'm thinking about it like
You get outside the
off.
building, you can walk outside the police perimeter, and you
Yeah.
can tell you still have a ways to go.
Okay. Rory, they're your friends. You can trust them. That's fine. I walk. I'm gonna walk back in. I'll walk.
As soon as
I know. I'm sorry. I convinced myself.
Boo.
I'm sorry. I mean,
hard.
I'm happy for Rory's solo adventures you want, but for both like in character reasons and out character reasons, I figure it's probably not best to abandon everyone. No. I'll go back and be like, I feel a thing. I feel a thing that way. I think
Okay.
it's magic. I don't know.
Then let's follow it.
Yeah, it's probably worth it.
We got this.
Sure hope so.
Yeah, we catch an evil murderer and then we'll figure out the rest.
Bye.
I think that's a fine priority.
I lean over to Thomas. I'm like, this is going to end terribly. We're all going to die.
I mean, you guys might. I'm pretty difficult to kill.
Okay, well, we're going to die, and you're just going to have to live a life of sadness and regret.
Oh, yeah, no, it's all good. I have been preparing for that eventuality. I've bought a lot of black.
You're preparing for us to die?
You do realize that at the best case scenario in 80 or 90 years, never mind.
Okay, I'm hoping to go out at a good, 65. Like, we're good. Nothing's going downhill. Just
I plan on living.
Hey, there's a whole future planned out for us if you're not.
Things start going downhill way before 65, just so you're aware.
All I'm saying, and I plan on enjoying every single minute I've got with you guys. I'm sure Rory agrees. It's just that when the time comes, I want to make sure that we have a lot of aged Prosecco, some 9-inch nails, and a largely dark wardrobe.
Okay, so you guys load up in the war wagon
Yep.
and start following Rory's sixth sense.
Yes, and also put on the cure.
Okay. You drive for like half an hour to get out of town and continue driving. Drive for like another half hour and you find yourself on a lonely dirt road going up a fairly large hill. And as you're cresting this hill, it's now nighttime. You see the moon rising over this old castle. It's like something straight out of, a Hollywood movie that filmed in
This
Transylvania.
is Young Frankenstein or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Has this always been here? Is this like a cultural thing, or
You don't remember it.
Under different circumstances, I would very much like to explore there.
Do we get to actually have a Scooby-Doo adventure?
I mean, I think we have to explore it. This is where we're
You're
going.
pretty sure that as you get closer, like, yeah, it's in the castle.
It's
Castle-
for sure that one. It's that one.
The castle's
that's what
old,
the feeling.
somewhat broken down. There's ivy growing on it, and there's a large staircase leading up to the main doors. It does not appear to be inhabited, but Rory, you could feel the evil that was in both of those murder scenes is in this building.
I think that whatever killed those people is here, or something like it. I can't be certain. I can't be certain about anything right now, but I think it's here.
I'm gonna try to do my thing again.
I also want to do a thing.
Where I roll weird, and let's hear exactly what it is.
Rose had her hand up first. Let her do her thing first.
First,
Rose is just going to try to sense supernatural within the vicinity.
You don't need to roll for that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's a yes.
There's a bunch of supernatural.
Edith.
Okay.
So well.
Okay. On a 10 or a plus, hold 3. On a 7 to 9, hold 1. On a miss, the monster becomes aware of me.
Okay.
And when I get to ask you a question
Okay.
about where the creature is. Oh no. That's a 6.
You just hear in your head only, Edith.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm just
Guys, I gotta get better at this because I think it knows what you're doing.
what?
Okay.
What
well,
do we know what it is? Do we get a good read on what it is?
Slender Man.
Oh, okay, all right. Ready to fight Slender Man.
You fight Slender Man by not looking at him, just so everybody knows.
should
I mean,
we,
this is a pretty
Yeah, not
evil
looking at
building.
yours.
Should
Medusa this? Like have mirrors and things? Or
No, you
You
can't
know,
look at
this-
him in the mirror either.
oh, just can't look at him. Okay.
okay, if it's big enough on the inside, like if once I am through the door, I feel like Evil Castle is one of the few places where it might be applicable, Edith, to go full dragon mode.
Sure. Do it.
Okay.
But I don't
Okay,
know.
You're not. Are you going full size dragon mode?
Once
Did you
we're
have to-
inside, until we get a read on places we might have to go in it.
I don't know
Okay.
if you're gonna fit in. Well,
You going in the front door?
I mean,
How
if
do
it
we
knows
feel
we're
about
here,
doors?
can't we just go in?
it knows we're here, so we kind of just have to go in.
Right. It's not a secret at this point.
Cool. We'll grab some. I don't know. I'm grabbing some grenades.
Grenades. That's a great idea.
I'm
The war
grabbing
wagon is fully
a squirt gun.
stocked.
There are no squirt. What? Why would we have a squirt gun?
Okay, no. All of us have had squirt guns since day one. They have holy water in them.
Holy shit, that's a good idea.
Oh my god, I know because you guys had it. I just have one.
Do you?
It's the only weapon I know how to use.
Do you have it though? Does she have it?
You don't have
No,
a
it
square
would have
foot.
been in the van. Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
So
You
you
can
walk
have
up
a
these.
grenade. Just don't pull the pin.
I want a grenade.
You'd be such a terrible babysitter. I have a square gun for you, but here's a grenade.
It's fine. The grenade.
Weapon of grenades.
No,
It's fine. I'll just take one of the little knives and I will stand behind the people who like to use grenades and it will be fine.
Land
can also
fire.
take
I have
actual
lots of
pistol.
fire.
I'll
Okay.
take the pistol. I'm just better with the squirt gun.
You walk up these enormous stone steps, the stone stairway. These are giant wooden doors about 20 feet tall. You push on it, swings open fairly easily for the size it is. And it's a dark castle inside. There's a big sweeping staircase that goes off. And Rory, you can tell whatever it is downstairs. It's down.
Let's do it.
Of course.
I look at the stairwell. Is it big?
Not the one going down. It's fairly narrow.
All right. Well, we'll get down there before
Want
I.
to be a small dragon?
You're following your.
That takes away half the advantages of being a dragon.
You follow your little impulse down the steps. You go down 2 or 3 floors. As you're going down, the air gets noticeably thicker. It seems to cling to you. You get down into what seems like a medieval dungeon. You see against one wall manacles hanging from the wall. There's nothing attached to them, but there are manacles. And you walk further in. Are you guys using your cell phones for lights or what?
Yeah.
Probably. Is there like there's nothing attached to them currently. Is there like if we like shine the flashlight on them, is there blood?
No.
Okay.
Maybe. It could be dried blood. It's hard to tell in the dark.
Got it.
It would be. It's like, these
Are
are
these
old
manacles?
manacles.
They're old manacles? Okay.
All right. Let me know when we get to a place where the evil is roughly horizontal with me.
It's about horizontal now as you're walking. You're walking through like a.
Dragon time.
Okay, so you can get up. You can get not huge. You can get pretty decent sized.
I will transform with him, although mine is less visually spectacular.
And you see as you're walking forward, your cell phone lights are shining. You see a tall figure with a black cape facing away from you. And you're pretty sure he knows you're there because you're shining lights like onto him.
Yep.
And he turns and looks at you. And it looks like Jason Grayson. It's not, but it looks a lot like him. You can
We
tell.
know it's not though.
Yeah, you know it's not him, but you're like, that looks a lot. It's like somebody's looking like Jason Grayson.
Is he wearing like a cape and does he have fangs?
He's wearing a cape. Doesn't have fangs, but he seems very pale, dark.
Hello.
Hey, Jason. Are you him?
Bad face to wear, stranger.
So you've come to meet
What?
your fate.
Oh no, we came to probably kill you.
I ain't never met no fight can hold me down yet.
He just reaches up and twists. An opposed weird check from Rory.
Let's do better than last time. That one's a 9.
He got boxcars. You see him just twist his hand, and Rory, his dragon form, just gets turned inside out.
Ah!
I mean, literally, his bones pop everywhere,
No.
and he goes back. Well,
What did you do?
he starts going back into your coin, and this thing just goes and sniffs all of Rory into himself. And that's where we'll take our break.
No.
Ah.
Okay. Well, so
Did you do that on purpose?
No, because we do the break and then.
That's
We're
good.
all gonna try to kill him, Thomas.
You just Thanos me away. I get it. Just snap, son.
Oh my god, Chloe, are you the big bad?
Blech.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay. So let me. If you've been watching us for a while, you know we take a break. You have like 5 or 10 minutes to go get a drink, go get coffee, you know, whatever it is. Take a look at our merch store. And we are going to talk to you about what we have going on the side. So I'm going to start with Elle because that's just fun. And
It's cool. I'm just a little stressed out.
We'll do Will and we'll do Dan. Or no, we'll do Will last. We'll do Will last. But yeah, hi Elle. How are you doing?
I feel like this is the first real true gaslight example I've ever experienced. And then I like the first half of this, I was just like, oh my god, did I mishear? Am I the only one not getting the memo here? But I'm sure it'll work out. I'm sure it's fine.
Make notes.
So for all these lovely people, we have several cool things we do when we're not freaking out. So to start, we have a super cool merch shop called uncannycreations.art. You can head over there. We've got t-shirts, mugs, stickers, notebooks, all sorts of crazy cool stuff. It's really exciting.
There's currently Wealdport merch and Felton University merch,
yes.
And Baba Yaga merch is coming soon.
Yes,
along with some characters.
Trying to finish it this week. So some super cool stuff coming to that. And then I run a little shop that's closed right now, but if you want to find us on social media and hang out till we come back, it's called Fateful_Designs on most stuff. But if you go to our bio, click me, it'll take you there. And then Chloe, you run some super cool stuff, don't you?
I do. I run a thing. We did our last, so I run a movie book club. We stream right here on Twitch. And we are currently reading Daisy Jones and the Six, which is a show that is currently working its way through Amazon Prime. It's super cool and very different.
Fancy.
Just last week did Lockwood and Co., which if you are looking for a great little YA mystery thing, super cute. And then the next book we're going to do after Daisy Jones and the Six is The Power. The book club is we read the books, we watch the movies they've been turned into, and then we vent about what's happening. So keep your eye out probably like the last Saturday of April, and we'll have Daisy Jones and the Six, and you can join us and watch, or just read it and join us and discuss. Yeah.
I'm just saying y'all should do Percy Jackson because I've got like a whole childhood of that I can back for.
You know what? I don't have Percy Jackson in my childhood, so maybe I should like approach it as an adult and be like,
I just reread all of them. I'm on the last book now, and it's a good time for like young Elle.
I remember it was so good.
Let's see. We also have a giveaway sponsor this season called Escape Velocity Comics. If you want to check them out, you just go to our little about page and click on them. Super cute comic book shop here in the Springs. We've got some cool stuff coming up with them. But otherwise, I think that's all my announcements.
Yeah, that's it. Cool. So next we'll have Dan the man.
I am that one. Hi everybody. Well, it's good to see you all here. Thank you for coming to this ad. And when I'm not fighting horrifying extra-dimensional beings or being all manners of adventurous rogue, I sometimes play games online with my friends. This is one of those, and another one is Ombligo del Diablo, which is a Mage, the Ascension 5th edition podcast. You can check out pretty much all the podcasty places. You got podcasts? Probably there. I'm confused by the statement.
Hold on, we just got a message.
Okay. Hello. Can you see me on Twitch? Hello? Am I on Twitch?
Tell us if you can see us.
Oh. Was I just talking to no one? Can we see Chloe? I had such a neat little bit planned.
Me, Chloe. Can you let me know?
Yeah. I just went over to Twitch and I can see you.
We'll just keep going.
No, anyway. Yeah, I'm in a podcast. You should check it out. Some Lego del Diablo. It's a pretty good podcast. It's more gaming. And it's dark and it's broody and it's got all sorts of content warnings that you should definitely check out because we don't want to give you a bad time. But yeah, if you are a fan of products like the Uncanny Pros, you will like it probably. It's good. I like it a bunch. We did a good job. Yeah, Obligo del Diablo. Listen to it.
Indeed. Cool.
That's all thrown off.
Everywhere where podcasts are found. Also, you can click on Dan's Twitch profile.
If you're on Twitch, yeah, just down there.
Last but certainly not least, we have the wonderful Bill, who has some fabulous D&D things in the works. Oh wait, he's coming. Yes. There he is.
I'm a long-time D&D player, and I have my own little company. We produce some supplements like this, which is our first one, and martially themed supplement. If you play D&D and you want to bump up your fighter, or if you're a DM and you want to throw some crazy stuff to your players, that's a book for you. And we also have something I worked on with Elle. If you heard of a deck of many things, this is a deck of many things plus. So if your players know the deck of many things, throw this at them. There's a physical, you can buy the actual physical deck, and there's a PDF where you can download the rules for the new cards that aren't included in the deck of many things. And very soon there'll be the full book that details how that deck came about, Boone Toffa's deck, how it came about, and plus all other kinds of cool stuff for arcane characters. On the Twitch profile, there's a link to the Drive-Thru RPG store. You can get all that stuff. But if that's everybody, we're ready to get back to our.
I think we are. We're waiting for one people, but I'm gonna pop Dan back up here because I want to know if you guys have seen the D&D movie yet.
Yes.
Did you like it? As like the OG player.
I hate the realms. So.
Oh, come on! You can't
realms.
tell me you weren't hoping they'd go see a bunch of drow in the Underdark and Drizzt would pop up.
I remember when drow first came out and it was cool. And then like Drizzt came out and like every drow is a rebel fighting against his evil homeland. So where are all the evil drow?
I play evil drow. I play evil drow. I played an evil.
And it's a matriarchal society. Why do they dress like that? They should be wearing evil
because sometimes ladies also like to hit people with whips.
Why do they wear chainmail bikinis? Anyway, and then but it was a fun movie. It was pretty cool.
I had a lovely time. I would say that it is interesting the ways in which it follows the rules, specifically 5e, because that's the most popular version they've had, and it's the current one that we're in. Like doing stuff like attunement and things like that. But I'll admit I was terribly confused. This is not a spoiler by any means, but Chris Pratt was flavored clearly as a bard, but he seems to be baffled by magic. I have no idea. Is he just a very charismatic rogue with a high performance skill?
I think because you can look at his stat sheet on D&D Beyond. Okay. He's like a 3rd edition flavored bard where he's useless.
Oh,
he is.
He does the plans.
Yeah, he is the planner. He's got a supporting cast around him. It's a fun little movie.
No, I had a good time. Hugh Grant is life and love, and I want to be him. He's clear. You don't want to be Hugh Grant in this movie. You should not behave like Hugh Grant in this movie. No spoilers. But also, I kind of love him, and I just want to play that guy.
I have had a huge bias against paladins. I don't care for them at all. But in this movie,
the heroes and the villains, they're all.
Oh no!
I like the characters.
Oh, I think Bill is a on a lag.
Hold on. Let me, because we need to start again.
Yeah.
Is
Yes, we need to do part 2, and this is the thunderstorm we were warned about.
Sorry, guys. Oh, this is help. We're working on it.
Of course, of all people to be struck by this, it would be our keeper.
You know what to do.
Yeah, 1 second. Let's try this.
Do we keep talking about the D&D movie until it works?
We can keep talking about the D&D movie. Too.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. I don't care for paladins, but in this movie, he was amazing and is now my favorite character of all time.
He was my favorite of the good guys in the movie, for sure. Followed by the druid. I thought she was neat. I liked her a bunch.
She was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Is it on our end? Unfortunately.
Oh no.
Oh, well, you're looking real rough, man. And I'm sure that whenever you say something, it's going to be heard by us like 15 seconds later.
Okay, you're moving now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
You cleared up. You cleared up, and now I think we're hearing you in real time.
All right.
Keep Rose again.
Hang on.
Wouldn't be us without some tech.
We were warned. There is a massive lightning thunderstorm / hailstorm happening at Bill's house, and we knew that the internet might be a problem.
Am I back?
Kind of. We can't. We have no video on you. You're frozen on video.
You could try leaving and coming back. It's the equivalent of plugging it in.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Blow on
Let me
it.
try that real quick.
Blow on it.
Let me try this.
That was the
Okay, here
Mrs.
we
Lovett
go.
solution. Blow on it first. Because it's piping hot. Yeah, no, I pretty much loved the whole cast. I also loved how much, as a hardline Forgotten Realms player, I mean, DM here was there for my very first campaign, and that was a Sword Coast game.
Yeah.
You know, like I've grown up playing in the realms. That was my first ever D&D experience. My first character's lore is very invested in there. A character, a barbarian that I've played many times since. And I loved how much that the movie invested in being a part of that setting.
Yeah.
I love that they visited Baldur's Gate, and I don't know, it was great.
It's cool, guys. You should go see it.
Super
Um,
fun.
Am I back?
I think we have. I think you're back. Although something weird just
Okay.
popped. Worst comes to worst, guys. This will be a two-parter, but I think we're good.
I think
Yeah, we're at least seems stable for the moment.
So, Edith, you are in the mansion by yourself,
Fabulous.
having your morning coffee.
Oh, I'm in our mansion.
Yes.
Fabulous.
And you're waiting for Edith to wake up.
I'm waiting for
So you
Rose
guys-
to wake up.
Waiting for Rose to wake up so you have your coffee at Baba Java. You'd have coffee before you drive there because it wouldn't be responsible to drive without coffee.
Who
So,
drives without coffee?
yeah, so you have your morning coffee so you can get your coffee. And Rose has not gotten out of bed yet. Rose has not come downstairs yet, which is kind of late for her.
That's fine. I got up to just, do stuff around the mansion. Basically just wander around the mansion, like wondering what my life has become. Like, because I'm kind of a superhero now and I'm part of a Scooby gang, but this is not what I envisioned for my life and it's causing crises. Also, the residual like magic of the psychic stuff is weird and takes a very strange toll. It's like too much like a weed hangover where you're just like, no. But also random headaches all the time.
But it is late for Rose, and you're wondering because you want to get your second coffee, and she has not
Cool.
come downstairs.
So I
yet.
walk up to Rose's bedroom and knock on the door. Shit.
No answer.
Hey, Kat,
Yes.
can you just pop your head in there and see if Rose is awake?
She's not awake. She doesn't look good.
I immediately open the door. Hello?
And you see Rose lying on her back, eyes closed. She's drenched in sweat. And every once in a while, she kind of shudders.
Are you okay?
She's doesn't respond to you.
I
You
like
take
go over
Rose
to
off
bed and sort of I check her pulse.
She has a pulse.
Okay, she's clearly feverish. I pull the
Her
blankets up.
skin is actually cold.
Okay, I pull the blankets
Cold and
up.
clammy. Okay.
I like shake her again.
She doesn't respond.
Oh, I'm so sorry. And then like I smack her.
Doesn't respond.
Oh boy. Rory? Mike?
Okay.
Oh,
You
God.
are she is bad. It's not like this is not like she's having the flu. This is something pretty frightening.
Right, and I'm by myself. Okay, so I'm gonna call 911. First of all, we're gonna get an ambulance coming. And then secondly, I'm gonna call Rory. Or no, I'm just gonna text the group. I'm gonna text the group chat, be like, Rose has a disease, and I think she's dying. But probably not. I may be overreacting, but this looks like cholera or something from the Oregon Trail.
As soon as you send a text, you hear Michael running up the stairs and yelling, "What kind of disease?"
I don't know. Dysentery, cholera. Like, what is
He
this?
comes in the room.
Dysentery.
Have you called 911 yet?
Yes.
You haven't called them yet. You're texting first, and it's been like, boom. Don't call them yet. Think
Okay.
about what we do. If this is a normal disease, then yeah, call 911. But if we can't rule out something crazy, there's going to be no way if we have to go to the hospital. Rory! Michael yells for Rory.
Yeah, if he got the text, you see a bird freaking flying into the room and then like tumbling down, becoming Rory.
Michael's,
What are you doing? What
he's
are you
looking in
doing?
her eyes and listening, and pulls back the sheets, feels with his hands, and checks her
I'm gonna
pulse.
be stumbling
It's
through
not
the glass in Rose's things, looking through them for it.
Okay, for a crystal thing.
Yeah.
Okay, you look through the crystal, and you are horrified to see like a 3-foot-long leech attached to her face. And every once in a while, it'll kind of shudder, and you see her body convulse when it does that. And even looking through the crystal, it's still pretty much invisible, but you can just see it's out like this. It's this clear, colorless jello slug on top of her, stuck to her face.
Okay.
And Michael's going through and checking everything, and he passes right through it. He's checking her pulses, checking her, checking skin. Doesn't seem to affect him at all.
Edith, Michael, I'm going to need you to take a look at this.
Gerald,
Gerald pops into the room.
what is on her face?
Yeah.
And
Well, I don't have any right idea.
Okay.
Michael looks through the thing.
Looks deeply unpleasant, though.
Gerald,
This is why we don't call
you
911.
know everything.
And Michael reaches in a belt and pulls out a shiv and starts, for what you can see, he's just slicing the air, but he's looking through the crystal. And he's like, okay, this thing's affected by the silver, but just barely. So this is a magical thing.
What if we turn her over and squish it under a silver statue? There's got to be a silver statue in here somewhere, right? We just smash it?
Here, watch what happens. And you see him shiv it, and you can just see this. You can see the shiv affects it, like barely scratches it. So like, nothing's going to actually cause it much harm. But it's at least, you can. It's like a breeze. It's on the same plane of existence. Magic affects magical things, or silver affects magical things. So you can tell this is somehow related to magic, but silver's not going to kill it.
Supernatural creature, perhaps, or a curse.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm not bloody waiting around for anybody else to try and solve it. Rory is going to immediately do his best to like magic up like I guess he's trying to scry in on it or like get more information before he tries to like rip it off or something.
Okay. Roll weird.
God, that is one off of another Snake Eyes. 5.
Okay. Are you marking experience for these every time? Because that's,
I don't
best
even
thing about
think
this
about my
rule system.
experience most of the time, but I'll do that. I'll do more. I've got like 14 now.
As soon as you try to get into its head, or whatever the equivalent would be for this thing, you feel.
I'm trying to make myself not blurry. This is a very serious thing. I'm so sorry.
This is fascinating.
Keep going. Keep going. I'm working on this.
You feel, and you can tell what this is. It's what Rose felt when she saw you, back when she was in your memories in the 9th century. She saw you murder a man, and you feel the fear and horror and revulsion she felt for you at that moment. And it literally knocks you down. And you're just, it's overwhelms you. This feeling of disgust she had for you. It almost breaks you. And everyone in the room kind of turns and looks at you.
Okay.
No, nothing's okay. None of this.
Why?
Is okay.
What happened?
It was. I felt her. I felt her seeing me at my worst. I don't know what that means. I didn't get a good read on it. I don't think I did the spell good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel wrong.
Okay, so
Fascinating.
are you saying we can't get in her head?
I'm not saying that. I didn't do it well. I'm never doing it well. Hold on. I'm pretty. Give me a few minutes. Maybe I'll try and I'll do a circle.
Let's go back to Edith, Rose, and Thomas inside the castle.
Oh no! Oh no! I know I popped the wrong person.
I need to go.
We're popping out tonight.
So, you see this Jason Grayson type creature sniff Rory into himself.
Oh, you're going to regret doing that.
Doing smiles. Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Any objection to me just squashing this thing like a bug?
Go for it.
I charge.
Okay. Roll to kick some ass.
Yep. We'll kick some ass with my Hands of Fate. 3 Eldritch Energy harm for a 12. Bam!
You swing perfectly right in the jaw, and it passes right through him.
What?
He just kind of chuckles.
That's not good.
He mystifies for a moment and stands back there again. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
And he reaches out and touches you.
Thomas?
He touches Thomas, and you take 3 harm just from just touching you.
Ah!
And you kind of stagger backwards.
What are you? Oh!
I could tell you I'm your worst nightmare, but that's not quite accurate.
Oh.
What do you want? Tom, are you
I'm going to kill all of you. Slowly. Painfully. I'm going to enjoy it. And he starts walking towards you slowly.
I stand in front of Rose and hold up one of the grenades. You can't kill us if we're dead. So you're going to stand right there and wait for a second.
Really?
Yeah.
You must want something.
No. And Rose, or Edith, you're now holding a water balloon.
It's full of holy water. It doesn't care. Okay, well, fine. She throws the water balloon at him.
And it just passes right through him and explodes the wall behind him.
This is.
And you get the feeling that this isn't a fight you can really win.
Nope. But is Thomas on the other side? Like, can Thomas move?
No, he's next. He's with you guys, closer to you guys. He's just shoving back towards you guys.
Oh, okay, cool. I just grab everybody's hands and I'm like, we're leaving. And I start dragging them out.
Okay.
Start running.
Get
You
them
run.
out of here.
He's just walking behind you slowly.
Can I? I'm gonna try my projectile attack. Maybe they can be hurt by weird other divine energy.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 9 for my ranged attack. 3-arm divine power.
You see a ranged attack come out, and his power just comes out and passes right through him. He's kind of chuckles and keeps walking towards you guys. You guys have made pretty good. You guys have made some pretty good distance. You're running and he's walking. He doesn't seem to be in any sort of a hurry.
What are we gonna do?
Well, I have a power called the Sight, which means I can see invisible things, invisible magic things. And I don't think I have to roll for it. Let's hear. You can see the invisible, especially spirits and magical influences, and I can communicate with them. I just want to see. Oh, I have to roll investigate a mystery. Okay. But I just want to see if this thing is like what it appears to be. Like if this body manifestation that it's giving us is its true form, or if there's something else that we could maybe. And I rolled 9.
It appears to be what it is.
Exactly what it is. Cool.
Some sort of Jason Grayson looking type thing.
This thing is in complete control of reality. Do you two realize that?
Let's go back to Edith and Michael and Rory, and Gerard's still there, but Gerald's there if he wants to be. Rose doesn't need to be there. She's not really contributing right now. She's on the bed unconscious still.
Cool. Gerald. Well, I guess Gerald doesn't necessarily need to be there. What just happened? Blah. Stop popping her out. I think we're both trying to pop people in and out.
I'm not touching anything other than my dinner.
Okay, well, cool. I'll pop you out. Gerald can.
Do we know anything like this thing in any of the books or anything?
I'm assuming there's not a book on it if Gerald doesn't know about it. But it's affected by silver. I say, find a silver statue. Edith walks out to go see if she can find a silver statue. She's like, Gerald, is there a silver statue?
I mean, I'm assuming that Mike has some silver crap.
Yeah. He pulls out his Glock. It's got silver tip hollow points on it with holy water. Here, tell me if this does anything.
Oh, you hold the glass. You look through it when you do it.
All right. He doesn't. Pop, 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 pop. And it just, but you can, he looks through it. It's affecting it, but just barely.
What about salt? Edith runs down to the kitchen to grab the salt.
Because it looks like a slug.
No,
do we have any psychic salt?
Vanishing an agent for magic stuff.
That.
I don't know. She comes up with one of those big giant canisters of salt and just dumps it all over Rose.
Yeah, it's not doing anything but getting Rose salty.
Okay.
I have an idea.
Please?
There's one non-corporeal being to another. See if I can't get my hands dirty. Gerald tries to grab it.
Oh. I think
it's on a different plane of existence, it seems like.
Well, that is some information. It's not a goat. It's
all
not
right.
Corporeal. It's extraplanar. Fascinating.
All right, I'm gonna work for some bigger magic. I'm gonna quickly get down and start drawing a circle, working, taking as long as you think I need to make a stronger shot at this thing.
Michael sees what you're doing and picks her up and puts her on the floor so you have a good area to work with.
Yeah.
Edith, keep a blanket on her, try to keep her warm. I'm gonna try to start an IV. He gets an IV started on her while you're doing this. Hangs a bag, just because her blood pressure is low. She's not got O2 stats are bad.
Edith, Rory, remember that Gerald is not strictly a character; he's a resource. So you can roll to use him.
Oh. Okay, cool. I smack him and I'm like, do you actually not know anything about this?
Try to
Because
smack
I'll roll, I guess, investigate a mystery, I think.
Yep, you would. With his bonus, he'll go consult his library.
Okay. So I rolled well, rude. I rolled a 3.
Yes, his bonus isn't that good.
Is there any evidence of this happening recently, this kind of thing?
I will check my materials. One moment. What do I find?
You do find news reports of, in the last several weeks, pretty much a few days after the thinning of the veil, someone dies in his sleep every few days. And if you really dig in, you find, there's some gaps in there, but some of those like people in their 70s, 80s, they died in their sleep and nobody thought anything of it. But you find some people from different age groups who died in their sleep. How much can he dig into stuff in the medical reports?
Anything that is in his library of knowledge, and that's any written material, including digital, that shows up in this space, he can consult. He's just depends on the role of the person who acts.
I'll say he does enough hacking to find that the reason it's at all on anybody's radar is because these people been found in the morning and appear to have been sweating profusely throughout the night, but there's no signs of infection or anything when they're tested.
I transmit this knowledge to the group. Fascinating. Would appear some creature, gestures, is attacking the restful.
You think?
Yes, there's logical conclusions that you can piece together from that. Come.
Okay.
Well, okay.
Sleeping,
But
what's
basically, it's from another plane.
Correct.
more of a world shattering bullshit?
Yeah.
Can we just
Stands
shove
to
it
reason
through a
quite a bit of things would have crossed over. Yeah.
Could we find a crack and shove it through and then
Like the little fellow, maybe.
That's certainly an option, although something tells me if it's killing people in their sleep, it's probably doing something with their inner reality, which means it's not just attached to her via spectral face suckage. It's attached to her being. If you rip it free and elegantly, you might cause traumatic mental and psychic damage.
You know what would be super useful right now? A Thomas who could reach her psychically through the bond of love.
Who also had within his powers that he was dealt by Big Papa Self, dream shite, and I can't.
Yes, it would seem that Mr. Henwick would be quite useful right now.
Michael sits down in his side of her bed.
Are you
Rory,
sleeping?
I'm gonna
No,
take a
no.
nap.
No. I smack Mike in the face.
The
No,
last
that-
time we thought the world was going to end, things got better when I took a nap. Rory, put me in there.
There you go.
Just kind of leans back and takes a nap.
In this,
Hang on. Oh yeah, he leans back and it's kind of amazing. He goes from being all stressed out to just within 30 seconds he's napping.
this
I'm
is
gonna
what they're
blood-
teaching in the military, Rory. You realize
gonna
that, right?
Okay, I'm gonna bloody do it. I'm gonna bloody do what he said.
Yeah.
Might I suggest a ritual to link their shared dream space?
That's what I was. Good job, Gerald. Wonderful job.
I'm happy to help. What would you do with that?
Exact opposite of how I've been rolling. I rolled 15 maximum.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to Edith, Thomas, and Rose. You are now in the main hall of the castle, and you go to the huge double doors, I assume, to get out of the castle, and they are not moving.
Oh, of course they're not.
Thomas pounds against it with his godly might, and nothing happens.
We need
I
to
don't
find
know what
another
this thing
exit now.
is, but it's bad news.
You hear behind you and see this tall, dark figure standing there just smiling. Then from the staircase you hear "Thoop," and the thing just explodes. And you see Michael at the top of the stairs, all kitted up with an M79 that he just now broke. Throws a grenade. Get up here. We got to run. Come on. Hurry. Rose, come on.
Put up, Mike, come on, let's go.
Try, Strange Man.
Starts running.
Okay. And he grabs Rose. Okay. Long story short, there's the alien space leech thing stuck to your face, eating your dreams, and you got to kill it. I'm here to help, and yeah. So
This makes sense now. That's
So
why
we're
you're the only one who knows anything.
So we're not real.
Again.
Well, that makes this clean and easy.
Rose, you can't tell me you thought Thomas was real. Look at him. He's wearing a button-down collar shirt, dress pants, leather shoes.
Okay,
His
maybe
skin
you
is
should
glowing.
question why I would want Thomas to be real.
Also,
teeth is
I have not
fucking
said
white.
anything weird or mean to
His
him.
hair is perfectly combed. The only thing that's bothering it all is the wind tossing around it. I don't feel any breeze in here, do you? Go ahead and roll weird, Rose.
I didn't notice that. It's true. Thomas, your hair is just like flowing as if there is a breeze.
I'm the picture of elegance, okay?
Is that how you see him, Rose?
This feels like a lot of judgment, okay? It was a 12.
Okay, so you see both of them kind of just start to drift away, like fog being blown away by a strong breeze. And that link you thought you felt with Thomas, you felt that link again. It was like a 6-inch steel cable, and it just gets blown away. And as that dissipates, underneath that, you feel like a piano wire tugging at it. And as you kind of tug at it, this figure starts to take shape. There's a guy with probably a Motley Crue t-shirt on with mustard stains on it, blue jeans, ripped up tennis shoes, bedhead, and it's your Thomas. And you feel the bond, and you know you've spent enough time in dreams with the Dream King, and you know now you actually have that your bond with him is still. We thought it was this giant cable, it's still a really thin piano wire, but you see actual Thomas there. So now it's just you, Thomas, and Michael.
Tom?
Hey, what I miss?
And Thomas, you have no recollection of your immediate past. You just know you're in this spooky castle with Michael and Rose.
Well, yeah, and clearly there's trouble. So what do you need? What can I do?
Is that really you, Thomas?
Such that it is.
She just runs and like wraps her arms around him.
Oh,
Okay, we might live through this.
absolutely.
Where
I
are
don't
you?
know what's
What's
happening,
going
but I don't
on?
need to.
Tom, where are you? We have to find you.
I don't know. I have no memory of anything. I just know who you are, and I know that I'm here to help you.
You pulled him into your dream somehow. That's pretty awesome. Let's keep moving, though, because I don't know if that thing's going to come back soon.
Yeah, it turned Rory inside out, so we really gotta move.
Rory's
No,
fine,
that's not
just so you
good.
know. This is all inside your head. And let's go back now to Rory and Edith and Gerald.
It's stressful. What you said.
I think it worked. I think he's in. I can't. I'm not going to be able to sleep. I can't get in there.
Okay, well, you don't have to. You have to make sure they're okay out here.
Okay.
Might I make a suggestion? Why not
Sure.
say a meditative idiom like Om and trust Mr. Connor to do what he does?
I
Okay, but-
trust Mike. I just.
Backup plans. What if the thing comes out of the circle with him?
I mean, then I suppose you lot would do what you do, which is make loud noises and make with the burning.
You're right. We should be ready.
Okay, Rory, you're attempting sort of like big magic.
Yeah. I mean, I'm continuing to set up things. Either if this doesn't work inside of the dream, and I need to try and just nope it off her, or if it should hop out of there and needs to be noped into oblivion.
Okay, give me a weird roll.
Okay, that one is 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay. Things seem to be progressing. Let's go back to Thomas, Michael, and Rose.
Stress?
Rose, since we're in your dream, can you put up barriers, do you think?
Like make walls?
Yeah.
I can try.
And I gotta ask you too, why did you choose a cross between Jason Grayson and Bela Lugosi's Dracula for your... You're like, oh, that is what that was. It finally clicks in your head because you've had this whole thing that looks like Jason Grayson, but it's not really. No, it finally clicks. Yeah, that is what it is.
I didn't choose anything, okay? I was here and Tom was here and everything was great for like all of 15 minutes and it's just gotten progressively worse since then.
See if you can put up a wall.
You're in control here, Rose. This is your mind.
Like I just think it and it's gonna pop up?
Roll a weird.
Okay. 11.
A wall pops up. You put a stone wall up that matches the decor of the rest of the castle area.
Okay, that would be really helpful.
That's pretty awesome.
Well done.
Thanks. Should we keep running or?
I caught it off guard because it didn't expect anybody but you down here. Now we have me and a godling here. You think maybe we set up an ambush point?
Okay, well, what is it? How do we kill it?
I think you decide that it can die.
40 might seem to work. That's just what I thought of.
It often does.
Great. Well, then sure, it can die, and we'll just kill it. Easy. And then maybe we can get Tom out with us?
I don't think I'm real, Rose. I think I'm just a manifestation.
Okay.
But it's his manifestation, not your manifestation of him. So I think
I'm out
like
there.
I said, we might live now.
And
let's get to the high ground.
I'll tell you what, wherever I am, whatever I'm doing, I promise I'm doing everything in my power to get back to you. You'll see me soon. But for now, let's wake you up.
Okay.
Do you mind if I try sculpting some stuff in your brain and mind?
I mean, you go for it.
He gets some high ground. You're no longer really inside a castle. You're like sort of inside a castle, but not really. But there's a good section of high ground you guys are now on, looking down on the point where the wall is.
That's cool.
Okay. Do we want it to be lighter? Maybe we can see something?
Sure. Well, that's pretty easy. You make it lighter.
Is it Rose going to try to turn on the lights, more or less?
That's easy enough. You should do that.
Oh, this is neat.
So you just like call it here, yell it? I mean,
you look over again. You see Michael's behind this tripod-mounted Mark 19 fully automatic grenade launcher. Yeah, this should work. Is Thomas doing anything?
Manage to do that.
I just think I'm gonna hit this thing as hard as I can. We confront it.
Roll a weird.
Okay. 10 even.
Your hand kind of grows bigger and has like, I don't know, scales or metal plates on it or
that's
something.
Cool.
Let's go back to Michael, Gerald, Rory. We're missing Rory.
I'm back.
He's coming. He's
Okay,
coming.
Rory, you're still working on your circle. Roll another weird.
Nobody help me.
That one was also a 10.
All right. Things seem to be progressing pretty well. Michael's still sleeping peacefully just outside the circle. Edith, what are you doing?
I'm really not certain. So I'm just like circling. You know what? I'm circling silver things around Rose. So hopefully maybe the thing will stay inside of the circle if it happens to come out. So I've gone downstairs to grab I've got all the silverware and I'm just lining it up. So I'm like, I don't know the rules for this particular thing, but we're going to put a circle of silver because that seems to be the only thing so far that has done anything.
There's plenty of silverware here. It's all actual silverware, so you've got a pretty good little.
Of course it is. We're
silverware fort around this thing.
And then I'm just hovering around Rory, can I help?
How much magic have you learned? I think that I'm okay. Thank you, Edith.
And you see Rose kind of shudder a little bit. Let's go back inside Rose's mind.
She literally just a moment ago said give 2 minutes. Oh, actually, maybe it works.
Hello? Does it work? Yes, we're good. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Whoosh.
Okay. So, are you doing anything weapon-wise, preparation-wise, Rose?
I think Rose is going to try to do some magic.
Okay. What are you trying to do?
She's going to just kind of prep a little fireball because that's the magic she trusts the most right now in her own head.
You're getting it ready, and there's some pounding on the wall you created. It finally breaks down, and you see this Jason Grayson Bela Lugosi cross break through the wall. For the first time, he seems angry. And what are you doing? And Michael had his fingers on the trigger, his thumbs, and he launches a good burst into this thing. Oh! And you get, I guess, you guys get +2 going forward.
Nice.
Because he puts a good burst into this thing. Rose, you're going with fireballs, so you go next.
Okay, cool. Bear with me. Man, my system is tired tonight. Okay, I got a 9.
Okay, you throw a thing of fire, and it burns him, and he looks at you angrily. He's, what are you? And now Thomas, you do the flying fist of death, I assume.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and bust out the old smite there.
Okay.
Yeah. I drop an eldritch lightning bolt of black lightning on this thing to smite his ruin about the dream space. All right, I get a +2 to the roll or to the harm?
What's to the roll?
Okay, cool. So kick some ass. Oh yeah, that'll probably work for an 11.
Okay, yeah, that hits him, knocks him to the ground actually. And I'm assuming that Rose is a lot like Elle. So this thing stands up and starts growing, and it becomes the dragon from Sleeping Beauty. Let's go back to outside Rose's
That's
head.
not fair.
That's so cool.
We now face all the powers of hell.
We're waiting on Edith. There.
I'm here.
So
We have the silver.
shiny things help the camera's focus. We're not
Yes,
crazy.
that was one of the
Focus.
forks.
Not a symptom of that.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your third weird.
Okay, awesome. 13. That's a 13.
Okay.
That's 10 + 3.
What are you doing right now, Edith?
What am I? What?
You've built your little silverware fort. Are you doing anything else?
I mean, Edith doesn't really know how her magic works. She doesn't understand it. She doesn't like it, but she can kind of. The only thing she can do is try to see the creature. So I guess she'll try to attune. Oh yeah, because I can attune my mind to the monster and just see, and then I get.
Okay.
I can ask you a question. So let's see. Oh, that is a 14.
Okay.
So what is it planning to do right now is the question I would like to know.
It's planning on eating Rose's consciousness and subconsciousness. You've got a 14, so this thing came from another dimension and has been feeding on human dreams and just consuming their intellects.
Right.
And killing them.
Right.
And let's go back into Rose's mind. Okay.
So cool and so scary.
So you have this giant dragon now facing you. And you kind of look out of the corner of your eye, and the tripod in the Mark 19 is gone, and you see Michael on a black destrier. He's wearing full plate armor, and he's charging this thing with a lance, and the horse just jumps off the high ground and suddenly sprouts wings, and he just charges this thing with a lance. That was his weird roll. Now let's see if he gives tough roll.
It's so cool.
It's good enough. And he sticks it in the chest. The lance breaks, and he flies off. The thing claws at him. Rose, your turn.
I have an idea.
Yeah, what do you got?
Can you, and you're going to have to trust me here, throw me at its face?
Throw you at its face. Sure. Let's figure that out. Well, if we're thinking like a Disney movie, and she will start kind of casting, and she's going to more or less make like a catapult of thorns to like cup him and throw.
Okay. Roll weird. And this is an attack on the monster, so you get +2.
Okay. So that would be 13, 15.
Okay. Thomas, you are being tossed.
Yep.
And you get to maintain your balance and everything how you want.
What does it do?
First, it swings at Michael as he goes by. As this part of a lance stuck in its chest that's broken off, and it turns to see you flying towards its face.
I'm aiming to get in that. I'm aiming to get in those jaws.
Okay, you get in there.
Okay. I'm going to use Cast Out and Destroy Evil. To banish an unnatural or evil creature from my presence. From the inside, that should be pretty devastating. Let's see. I have to roll tough, but I get a +2, right?
In addition to anything else.
Yeah, so +5, baby. Whoosh. Yeah, that'll do it. 14.
Okay, let's go back to outside Rose's head. Everybody's here. And Rose, you suddenly wake up and you look down. You can't see anything, but you feel yourself covered with chunks and goo, and there's this awful smell. It's like someone took 100 pounds of whale blubber and stuck a stick of dynamite in it and blew it up in your room. And you look over and see Michael doing this, and you can tell he can't see anything either, but he's affected the same way you are. And Rory and Edith don't seem to be bothered by it at all. But you and Michael apparently have this whale blubber stuff all over you.
Okay, super quick. You guys know who that is?
That's Mike.
Oh, thank God. And she'll just like hug Edith despite feeling very gross.
Edith just hugs her. Edith doesn't know it's gross. Also, wouldn't care.
Well done, Queen.
Gerald, can you see this stuff that's all over?
Oh, yes. It's quite disgusting, and I find it activates in me instincts to clean, but not in a pleasant way, in a compulsive way.
On the bright side, I'm pretty sure I can purge it all from existence if it isn't bothering you anymore. I just spent a very frantic time aligning this to whatever dimension that these chunks of nonsense are on, so I could blast them into orbit if I needed to.
That would be good. Get it out of this universe. So it can't ever
I
come
slap
back.
the magic button to shoot it
And it's all
into
gone.
interdimensional space.
Ooh, Scourgy.
Oh,
Are you okay?
thank you.
Maybe. I talked to Thomas, our Thomas. I think he's out there still.
And you still feel your link with him.
Oh, yay.
And I think that's where we'll end tonight.
Well, tune in next week for more magical adventures and misadventures of our small little Scooby gang. Which our team needs a name, and I feel like we should get audience participation for this. So if you guys have a brilliant idea of what to call our little group, because we can't keep calling ourselves the Scooby Gang. Like that's already
Right.
That is two things actually. That's two things.
2x taken.
Yeah.
But anyway, we love you. We are here most Tuesday nights, pending everybody's crazy work schedules, tech issues, and health. Because mental health is
There are
important.
always tech issues.
Okay, yeah, it's always tech issues, but also mental health
Major
is important.
tech
People.
Right.
We will see you guys next week. Keep an eye out for our broadcast to come up. If you want to get notifications, you can subscribe to our Twitch channel. We are also on Facebook and YouTube. Just look up Uncanny Bros.
Yeah.
You guys can peek.
Good night.